They thought she had disappeared. That was the lie the city told itself when Mira Vale stopped showing up to court hearings, when her name vanished from newspapers, when the apartment with the cracked blue door stayed dark. For months, people assumed grief had swallowed her whole. They were half right. 2 years earlier, Mira had stood on the courthouse steps with trembling hands and a folder full of truth. Inside were documents proving that Calder and Rowe, the most powerful construction firm in the city, had cut corners, bribed inspectors, and buried evidence. After a bridge collapse killed 43 people, among them was her younger brother, Elias. She never got to present that folder. The evidence was declared inadmissible. The key witness recanted. Mira lost her job, her credibility, and soon after, her home. Anonymous messages filled her inbox. Let it go. Accidents happen. You can't fight giants. Then came the fire. It started in her apartment kitchen at 3 in the morning. Mira escaped with nothing but smoke-scorched lungs and the certainty that it hadn't been an accident. When she reported it, the police shrugged. No leads. No suspects. That was the night Mira stopped begging the world to listen. She moved quietly after that. Changed cities. Changed hair. Changed her name. She worked small jobs. Archives. Libraries. Data entry. Anywhere information slept. Waiting for someone patient enough to wake it. While the world forgot her, she remembered everything. Especially Calder and Rowe. Revenge didn't arrive as rage. It came as discipline. Mira spent months mapping the company's web, shell, corporations, offshore accounts, charitable fronts that funneled money into private pockets. She learned who cheated, who lied, who drank too much and talked when lonely. She learned the rhythm of secrets. And she waited. The first crack appeared. Quietly, an investigative blogger received an anonymous tip. Old inspection reports altered with digital fingerprints that traced back to a senior partner. A week later, a whistleblower emerged, armed with emails that suggested the bridge collapse had been predicted months in advance. Calder and Rowe denied everything. The second crack was louder. Investors pulled out when leaked. Financials revealed millions siphoned into private accounts during safety upgrades that never happened. Stock prices dipped. Board members argued behind closed doors. Still, they survived. Mira knew they would, until the final truth surfaced. She saved that for last. On the anniversary of the bridge collapse, a video went live across multiple platforms. It showed a private meeting recorded years ago. The footage was grainy, but clear enough. Executives laughing, clinking glasses, joking about how much cheaper it was to pay fines than rebuild unsafe structures. One voice cut through the laughter. If it falls, a man said casually, it'll be quick. People won't feel a thing. The city erupted. Protests flooded the streets. Arrests followed. The same courthouse steps where Mira once stood now carried the weight of public fury. This time, the evidence couldn't be dismissed. Too many copies. Too many witnesses. Calder and Rowe collapsed faster than the bridge ever did. But Mira didn't celebrate. She watched from a distance. As sentences were handed down. As apologies were issued too late to matter. Justice, she realized, was never loud. It was simply final. Months later, she visited the river beneath the rebuilt bridge. She dropped a folded piece of paper into the water, Elias's name written neatly in ink. The current carried it away. For the first time in years, Mira breathed without anger in her chest. Revenge hadn't brought her brother back. It hadn't erased the scars or restored what was stolen from her. But it had done something quieter, something truer. It had taken power from those who believed silence meant weakness. As Mira turned away, the city buzzed behind her, alive, unaware of the woman who had undone giants without raising her voice. And somewhere deep in its bones, the city remembered her name.